each of the sentences for the 7 counts in this case run concurrently, as the law presumes. And with that, Your Honor, I thank the court for its time today and in the trial in this matter. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wallstead. Mr. Isaak, is there anything else you would like to tell the court regarding the matter of sentencing?
No, sir.
Very well. And for the comments and arguments of counsel today, provided the defendant an opportunity to speak, I review the pre-sentence investigation report and the comments and the addendum. I reviewed the 20-plus victim witness statements that were provided, and I did read all of those, and I thank you all for your input in this process today. I listened to the live statements of victims and survivors today. I sat through the 3-week trial in this matter and heard the evidence. Oftentimes of sentencing, if there's a change of plea, I only hear what might be in a PSI if we have one, or what the parties choose to tell me. But in this case, the court had the benefit of viewing and hearing all of the evidence that supported the conviction on these charges by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. I did consider the sentencing factors in 12.1-32-04, which Ms. Goder went through when the state made its recommendation. The evidence is clear in this case that Mr. Isaak took the lives of 4 innocent people with a senseless act of extreme and brutal violence in this case. And that in doing so, he not only killed 4 innocent people, he adversely impacted the lives of scores of family members and friends of the victims in this case. When you talk about a just result and the possibility of redemption, Mr. Isaak doesn't admit to the crimes that he's been convicted of and has not shown any remorse in this case. Considering all of those factors, I am going to accept the state's recommendation. I'm going to sentence you, Mr. Isaak, as follows. On count 1, as to the murder of Lois Cobb, a Class AA felony offense, I'm going to sentence you to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. You will be given 1,000 days credit for time served. Matter restitution on all counts will be left open for a period of 60 days. On count 2, as to the murder of William Cobb, I'm going to sentence you to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. That sentence will run consecutive to the sentence in count 1. I believe that is the only way that justice can be given for each individual victim in this case. Again, restitution left open 60 days, 1,000 days credit for time served. For count 3, as to the murder of Adam Fuhrer, again, a 3rd sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. This sentence also to run consecutive to count 1 and consecutive to count 2. So all sentences in counts 1, 2, and 3 consecutive to each other. Again, credit for 1,000 days time served, restitution left open for 60 days. As to count 4, as to the murder of Robert Faulkner, a 4th consecutive sentence of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. 1,000 days credit for time served. Restitution left open for 60 days. For count 5, B felony offense burglary, 10 years straight time. Run that concurrent with count 1. Count 6, C felony offense, unlawful entry into or concealment within a vehicle. A C felony, 5 years straight time. Concurrent with count 1. Then count 5. Again, credit on both counts 5 and 6, 1,000 days time served. Count 7, a misdemeanor offense, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, 360 days straight time, credit for 360 days time served. Because of the length of incarceration, I'm going to waive all the fees in this matter, but the matter of restitution will be left open for 60 days. Mr. Isaac, you have a right to appeal the judgment and the sentence in this case, and you have 30 days to do that. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on appeal. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer on your own, you can ask the court to appoint one for you. Are there any other matters we need to address today?
Just briefly, Judge, I know because it's an issue for DOCR, they have kicked back judgments where we've given credit on consecutive sentences to each of them. So I just want to make sure that the court puts on the record that that is your intent, to give credit, pre-sentence credit for each of those counts. Otherwise, they will send it back.
Yes, I want to do it on each of the counts. I've had one sent back, and I don't want to do that again. So we'll just make sure that that is stated in the judgment. Anything else?
And it seems very silly, but they've also sent it back or asked us to have the court modify and make specific finding that these were violent offenses or armed offenses. And there was a finding by the jury as to that, but just that it's included on the judgment, Judge.
Okay. And I think I did mention that in my comments, that there was extreme acts of violence that justify and support the court's sentence in this case. Mr. Wallace, is there anything else to put on the record today?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's all for today. We're adjourned.
Thank you.